understand that under Robert Sirleaf, Nokal went very bad. And his
Bankrupt.
mother took responsibility. So talk to me. Let's set this thing up.
What is even more catchy and noteworthy in this whole scenario is the collaboration between this politician's son and Robert Sirleaf. You know, they say monkey never hide his black hands. And everything will begin to show that some of the things that we said from the beginning, that Mr. Cummings' chances of becoming president of this country
You don't even know the politician. How you know about black hands?
has been, when I see that Richardson so jittery, then I have reason to believe that Mr. Cummings is involved. You jittering.
No, I'm not jittery at all. I'm just telling you my
You can't try
feelings.
and lead the people at Lumba. Use your time wisely, man.
Yeah, but so let me speak.
Like Gibson trying to confuse you.
Yeah. So I've said repeatedly that Mr. Cummings is a good man, but his alliance with President Sirleaf has significantly destroyed his chances. His son is now in a business partnership, a multi-billion-dollar business partnership with Robert Sirleaf of all people. We all know what Robert Sirleaf did in this country. What we witnessed under Robert Sirleaf made us believe that if President Sirleaf's second term was her first term, she wouldn't have won the second term. He ripped Nokal apart. And that's where I also frown at the CDC government. If you want to fight corruption, it has to be done holistically. They should have commissioned an audit of how all of the investment that went into Nokal were conducted, how money was stolen and could not be accounted for. We need something as a country. Robert said he's a free man. Because why? George Weah said he grade Ellen Johnson selling 80%. So, like Akara's grade said, Weah is a patriot. He will protect Ellen. Weah has protected Ellen at the detriment of the Liberian people for his 6 years. He's going to exit the scene. Is it going to continue? Some of the financial crimes that were committed over there don't have statute of limitation. And that's why we support JMB to commission an audit of these things. That's not what happened. There were millions of dollars that went into Nokal that cannot be accounted for. So this leak has been given to us by the Fadiga brother. We're going to use it wisely to juxtapose this information with what we have here locally. President Sirleaf has shown her hands already. She has called people to say, oh, I don't support Ome Bwaka, I support Cummings. Now we have information, we have reason to believe that Mr. Cummings' son and Robert Sirleaf.
You didn't say it was Mr. Cummings. Why are you putting this on Mr. Cummings?
If it turns out to be Mr. Cummings.
Yeah, so you're saying 8.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, right? So we need let's listen to him. And I'm sure what I'm saying here is certainly going to corroborate what he's going to say. That because that's a catching point for many Liberians who are listening right now. Mr. Cummings, locally, Madam Sirleaf is on a manage Joe Bwaka for the presidency. Internationally, Madam Sirleaf, darling boy, Robert Sirleaf, and Mr. Cummings are in the business partnership in South Africa.
So let me hold that. I don't know what Jerome going, but let's stick on this thing because we'll open the phone line on this one. We want to because when something hits Spoon, it moves like a wildfire. And right now, I'm telling you, James Good is writing on it, and all the other folks from Spoon, they're going to publish this. I don't know who Fadiga is talking about. Fadiga saying he's going to make rounds on every network to prove that something is happening. For instance, Dr. Richardson, let me come to you. Joe Weah's son, any one of them, in South Africa, engaged with Robert Sirleaf, doing that business with Robert Sirleaf. Would that be concerning to you, the name Robert Sirleaf?
So,
and the history he had?
I will agree with Daniel Sano and agree with the name Robert Sirleaf. I think we can say we have some anecdotal evidence or even some hardcore evidence to connect Robert Sirleaf to Nokal and the bankrupting of Nokal. But he is the one that I think Liberians need to go after. I don't think going after Mr. Cummings' son, if that is who you guys are talking about, because I don't know. I'm just
no, I don't know. Again, Dr. Richardson, don't play the I don't know thing. Fadiga didn't call any names. Fadiga gets pictures. Let me set this up now. And Fadiga can come on the show with his picture. I don't know who the son picture he have. I don't know the business building, the office spaces picture. He was telling me this morning. He just flew back from Canada. He attended our wedding and we laughed on the Leo issue. But he was telling me this morning, his brother and himself, they are investigating the engagement of one of the presidential candidate's son or daughter doing business with Robert Sirleaf, a very big business worth millions of dollars. This is concerning, folks.
This is why Robert Sirleaf should have been audited by the government, and they didn't. So we don't know whether the business investment that they have, whether it came from local money or it came from money that he earned through his hard work. So
doesn't matter what money it came from. If a presidential candidate's son or daughter doing business with Robert Sirleaf, you want us to ask, you want Liberians to ask and tell us, was it local money or your mom money or your pop money? Seriously, Dr. Richardson?
Yes, I think that they should have, the government should have audited Robert Sirleaf. This would have given.
I'm not saying that. I'll get hard on you because you blamed me yesterday and say I'm supporting Joseph Boakai or Unity Party. So I will take off the gloves today. I was thinking about it and I had a dream. And I would tell the people about my dream. I would get hard on you, Dr. Richardson. Are you saying whether it's Jowia's son, Tewon Gonglo's son, whether it's Simon Freeman or Boakai Jr., that name Robert Sirleaf, doing business with him, don't you think it's a problem? Should the Liberian people ask him, which one of the money you're using for this business?
No, I don't think it's a problem because we should not implicate the candidates' children into all of this. Number two, just like Daniel said, the government was supposed to audit Robert Sirleaf. We let him go free, okay? Just how I expect Joseph Boakai government, as he said, will audit Jeremiah Cohn and Prince Johnson, because we know that Prince Johnson is on the list, Magnitsky Act list, and we know that Jeremiah Cohn, has a hospital that he was actually mentioned for corruption in one of the civil service organization report. So
you missing one. You missing one. You're gonna spoil your good Saturday. I believe everyone is waiting for you to go eat Chinese food. Guess it. She's not spinning it well. You the lead moderator, you can take your show. Yeah.
No.
Let me say, I got a question for you. If your question, are you talking about an opposition leader's son who might be or may have received huge amount of money from Robert Sirleaf and have taken it to South Africa as a cover up to do business, and Robert Sirleaf is there doing business with him? Is that your concern?
Okay. And you left the program and thank God you're back. Let me be very clear. One of the Fadiga brother, I don't know whether it's Saddam Hussein or Bin Laden.
The two of them get the same blood.
Right?
Call me this morning
and said, Stanton, we've been digging. And we just gotten back to Minnesota from Canada. I'm going to see Joseph Boakai. But this is what I want to say on the show today. He's asking me whether he should say it, right? I told him, I said, call Dr. Richardson. She's the lead moderator. He said, I will reach out to Dr. Richardson. He is saying, Stanton, we have uncovered, listen and listen well. We have uncovered that a politician in Liberia, one of his son or her daughter, his daughter, he wasn't trying to be direct with me. He said this person have a son in South Africa or a daughter in South Africa working directly with Robert Sirleaf, and they are operating a big business in South Africa. I said, can you show me something? Can you give me name? He said, stand on, let me come and tell the Liberian people. So this is concerning. Then I pushed Fadiga. I said, but then who that person would be? Let's go around the politician that we have in Liberia. Who lived in South Africa? Who went through South Africa? Then he took me back to an interview that was done, and he got a clip of that interview that he sent me. And he said to me, this person working together with Robert Sirleaf. So then it raised my concern. Robert Sirleaf
Okay, so I
So now,
understand.
yeah,
But
it's not about. Listen, I want this guy to come. He said he's coming, and if
I
Liberian
wish
people hear the other story and he reveal any documents and anything, that politician will be in serious trouble because we
yeah,
know the
yeah.
character of Robert Salif, who he is.
it's the way how
No,
you
you're
talk
right.
about it.
You are right that when he comes here and shows a more damning story about that politician, he has a lot to explain. But most times we crucify people in a court of public opinion before they are even, charged.
But you don't
The
get
Robert
nobody to
Salif, we
crucify.
all
Let's hear the man fight. My man, we're just talking on the
no.
surface.
Talk about I
Stand
talk about
on,
Robert
stand on,
Salif for
stand
now.
on, stand on.
I
I
don't.
mean,
I
Gibson is doing so
But Robert
deliberately to
Robert
distract you.
said he need to be
Because
crucified.
he knows
Wait,
the
Daniel,
implication of any
Daniel,
lies that
Daniel,
Robert
hold
Sally
on.
right
Daniel,
now.
hold on. Robert Salif,
Daniel, let's finish with
Robert Salif
Gibson.
has not gone to court, and
Yeah,
he's not convicted of any crime.
Daniel, let's finish with Gibson.
Okay, he has not been
Gibson.
convicted of any crime.
Okay, Gibson, we are
And,
not
and
saying,
secondly,
Gibson,
let me finish my comment. Let me finish my
no,
thought. Let me finish my
I will
thought.
interject, because we got a lead moderator and you get a second lead moderator. The second lead moderator will interject. Let me say this to you. Yeah, man. Nobody blame Robert Salif.
Lead moderator not even talking. Now,
She should not
But
talk
then
because she
that's why I
know
say you guys have misplaced aggression
she
because
know what the story
won't
going.
steal your money from the car.
She know what the story going, so she can talk.
Cummings' son.
We're not talking about Cummings' son. Nobody call Cummings' name yet.
No, I'm
Why
just.
you calling Cummings' name?
I am going
Wait,
through the process.
Daniel.
I'm
Why
going through
you
the
calling
process.
Cummings' name? We got
Because
23
Daniel called
politicians
Cummings'
in.
name, and
We have 23 political leaders in Liberia. Why are you calling Cummings' name?
I'm
Out of the
going through the
23.
process of elimination in my head. Daniel
Oh,
called.
so you know something we don't know. Oh, but I leave my own with Fadika. Let Fadika come.
Yeah,
You call
let
Cummings'
Fadika come
name.
and explain.
I
I
didn't call
recommend
Cummings'
him.
name. Daniel Sano. Did I call Cummings' name? That Dr. Gibson Jeru. Did I call Cummings' name? I didn't.
No, you did not.
Because I know how we are over here. We got to tell Mr. Cummings and give him free
And
publicity.
when I mentioned Cummings' name, I
Wow.
said if. So that Regency was very emphatic. She said, it's coming. So maybe she knows something that we don't know. So
Maybe
go ahead and
she
tell
knows
us.
something that
I
we
don't
don't
know
know.
anything. Let's wait for, again, you guys know I don't talk too much about things that are
But why you call Cummings' name though? Why you call Cummings' name in our conversation?
Because I know how y'all do on this show. How y'all do on this
You on the show when you don't trust us?
The agenda for some of you guys in this show is to say, everything of Mr. Cummings and forget about your kids.
Gibson, the woman on the show, she trusts us. Nobody call Cummings' name. She run away. So Daniel Sanders, take it away, man. For us to go to the phone line, yeah, what do people have to say on this story?
Oh, you going to put phone line for this?
Yeah, but it's very important. We gotta hear what the people say.
Well, I just wanted to mention. I see they agree with me, and then on one hand, and then on the other hand, she say she doesn't agree that even if Cummings' son is in this partnership with Mr. Robert Salif, his son is a mature man. You see, what we have to understand here is that this is politics. In public perception, I've always said that as a politician, you have to be very mindful about the perception people hold about you out there. And the connotation Robert Sirleaf in this country is very kind of malodorous, and everybody trying to shy away from Robert Sirleaf because we know what he did during the presidency of his mother, how he ripped Nokar apart and everything. And I tell you what, Robert Sirleaf is part of the reason why the Unity Party was defeated in 2017. Okay, it is very sad that absolutely nothing has been done by the current government. And I'm not surprised because we are promised to protect Eddie and her children. Everything you saw them doing with Charles said at the central bank was just smoke screen. That's why 2 months after the charges were dropped. But what is more concerning for us, on this panel, and Liberian people who are listening, is this on any relationship between the Sirleafs and Cummings? Locally, President Sirleaf has shown her support for Cummings, right? She called folks from the Liberty Party. She called folks from the Liberty Party, told them bluntly that she wanted to support Cummings, even though she knows Cummings cannot win. She admits that the international community is embarrassed over the way the transition was handled because George Weah has ruined all of the gains that were made for the 12 years, all the support to the country. She knows that. but she wants them to support Cummings because, I mean, with them around him, she knows that they can give him the numbers to win. And some of the people have outright turned down her effort, her request. So with this happening locally, and we're now seeing a partnership being talked about on the international stage of a multi-billion-dollar investment in South Africa, it tells you that there is this thing between the Sirleaf family and Mr. Cummings that we need to know more about, because some of the economic crimes that were committed in this country, for which, I mean, we still need to dig deeper into. For them to be coming and rallying around the motive, yes, the motive is obviously, I mean, it's obviously devilish. Mr. Cummings should know by now that the presidency cannot be given to him by any surreptitious means or evil maneuver of President Sirleaf.
I think you are jumping the gun. I think you had it first, but you are jumping the gun. You had it first, but you are jumping the gun. Don't interrupt me now, Gibson. You have your